I was aware of some of them, mainly those related to the impacts in the coastal zone.
The past year I have worked in the management of the master drainage plan of Badalona and also with other master drainage plan in the metropolitan area of Barcelona, so I'm fully aware of the impacts.
Yes, I think that we know the main part of these problems that links the drainage system, of the urban drainage system, with the climate change.
Yes, I was aware because we was working on a similar project in Barcelona city.
The approach to the risk in this project is quite correct, but yes, I would add some others. For example, the increase in water temperature and the loss of biodiversity and the loss of territory.
We have to add the definition of the possible impacts in groundwater systems.
Yes, I fully agree. Maybe I suggest to add in some way the social impact especially of the commercial overflows.
Yes, I agree with this division, with these categories. Anyway, I would try to make some kind of arrangement, mainly according to its social impacts, so that we could establish priority criteria when needed. The main ones usually are the metropolitan authority, that we could say that's a local government. We also have the what's called the ACA, that's the Catalan Agency of Water, that belongs to the regional government. And in addition, we must not forget the national government.
The more representative issue, I think, is the climate data that has to be handled in the project and the prevision of the evaluation of this kind of data.
In general, the politicians at local level, but of course at regional and national level.
To aware to the politicians to take care of society and environment based on the knowledge that the scientific part can provide.
My role will be related with groundwater evolution, heads and quality, and I can bring to the project some tools to evaluate the risks and quantify the affections to the environment.
I think that my role, or our role as researchers, is precisely to give some inputs to the politicians, in the sense that it's very difficult to make decisions.
I can try to promote policies that in some way take into account this measure, this idea that we analyze in the project.
And I think that we have two very important roles. The first one is this one that's related with the sewage system. But in addition, I think that the Town Council plays a very important role establishing a link between those representatives which I have talked about before with the people or the society of the city.